Welcome to In Wunder, my new home on YouTube. If you haven't already, please go watch my introduction video where I go into my story of the last few years of changing my career, going back to school, falling in love, and finding myself in 2024 in Costa Rica with my partner, applying for jobs, wondering if we were going to move to the US or make Costa Rica our home. This past August, I started applying for airlines again. I was a flight attendant until the pandemic, where I was furloughed, and then I began graduate school. When I was called back to fly, I couldn't take leave from school or from work, and I was given the choice to quit one or the other. So I quit flying, ready to move on to a new career after the intensity and change of passengers that I experienced during 2020. Grad school in Costa Rica is where I met my partner, where I got real-world experience in my field and learned so much about academics, research, and being realistic and unrealistic with yourself about life and career goals. From then to now, I have received research grants, worked as a contract worker in my field, and I have looked for and applied for lots of jobs. I always had the intention of going back to aviation somehow when I started my degree, bringing back with me the knowledge I had learned from it. About every 3 months, I would go onto major airline pages looking for positions that align, and I saw that the one airline I had wanted to apply since I started this whole aviation journey in 2012 had open applications for flight attendants. On a whim, I applied. I interviewed in October, and I went to training this last February. This video captures what I was doing, feeling, and preparing for the 15 days before I left for training, making the joint choice, as in me and my partner, for me to pursue flying again and to see what this lifestyle, this career, and everything involved brings to our little family.
So I know a lot of these words. So I'm currently doing vocabulary that they've sent to us, and I would say I know 90% of these words. Of all of these, there are 2 that weren't used at my previous airline, but I am dedicated to being exact to how this airline does their service, how they communicate, their vocabulary. And so even though I know that these things are, I still think it's like really important going back into the industry and being grateful to have this opportunity again is to just be on point with exactly how this airline wants things. So I'm making note cards. So one thing that's really interesting, just reading through all these materials and especially going through this vocabulary today, is you get there's such small differences that make a difference. Just a lot of airlines have the same thing, but they call it different. So just learning about what cabin positions are, what they're called, or in this section, they use the same words, but they say them in a different order for this airline than my past airline. So it's really interesting just getting to see and get a feel for like how everything's communicated. I'm also a nerd, so if you're new to my channel, I have a master's degree. I like studying, I like researching. I have a research project that I am working on after this. So this really is like hitting my personality type. It's always better to be over-prepared. We are working on note cards.
Oh, Llorón gusta Dick también. Dick, Dick, Dick. Él come. Okay, we are at 5 days out till my flight. I'm feeling overwhelmed because we are packing up our house because we're just waiting for a start date for my partner to start his new job. Going back to long distance, which is a major bummer. But this is about flight attendant training, so training does not start in 5 days, but I have officially read and done all of the trainings at least twice, but I'm still in the note-taking process. Some of the documents, I felt like I knew what they were talking about. I had it down pat, and then I decided that I would rather have, just for the process of memorization, write everything down, but rewrite it in my words. So if you are going to training or you will need study tips, that is something that I frequently do, is that I will write down definitions, and if just to change the words or the order of the words, not that it changes the meaning of the definition, but so that you're having to process it a little bit more, it works really well. Obviously, if it's a definition that can't do that, don't do that. But, so obviously I have that to do today. We've run out of note cards, so I need to do that. All these, there's some new airports that I don't know. But it's all very exciting. And I did my last order from ThredUp. I said last. I did one order of ThredUp. The budget is looking good. I will do a whole different video about like the who's, what's, and whys of what I brought to training, especially after reflecting on what I did last time. I am leaving in 5 days, 4 days. It's crazy. I don't even want to think about it. Got the rest of my note cards to finish studying and one pen because I ran out of ink and I don't have any more refills. I, in general, try to only buy pens, and I've only bought pens since like 2016 that have refills, but I have run out of refills. So we grabbed a 20-cent pin at the school supply store and some note cards. I'm gonna finish studying all of that stuff today. We had an amazing thrifting trip. I can't wait to show you guys in like my outfits I wear to training video, but it was
So normally the price, so they have these things called pools. And in these pools, it's normally 600 colones a piece. And this is today's conversion rate. Today it was 300 colones a piece. So cheap. It's not even $1 per piece. I had to turn down the cashmere. I found 100% cashmere sweater, but it literally looked like it was a piece of my skin with the color. It was not very flattering, but I got some great pieces from Banana Republic and Taylor, Reformation, Madewell, and Eddie Bauer today. And we put stuff back. We paid over about $5 to get 2 bags of clothes. And as I mentioned before, I'm not trying to overconsume, so I have a list of everything I own, and I just made sure that it is all things that I could work with the pieces that I already have and would provide value to my wardrobe at training, after training, and also in other career aspects of mine. So I think I did a really good job. Pretty classic pieces. Today's plan is to finish writing up all of these notes so I feel comfortable, and I'm going to just start the review process, and then I guess Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we are packing up, we are going. It is totally different going to training this time as someone that like has a puppy, and I knew she's a year old next month, but approximately, or like going long distance with my partner again. It's just like totally different. It's totally different. My mindset, my intentions. I'm going into this with the same intensity of like, I'm going to get the job. I'm going to do my very best at training. I am going to study the material. I am going to be the most confident I can be to give everything I can to this position. But at the same time, I don't feel that I have that same like youthful, like, where will the world take me? Like everything is just, it is with purpose. It's with intention. This isn't like, again, see where the wind takes me. I am flying destination to destination. There is a point and a purpose. And it will be difficult. Like it will be difficult because of where I am in life right now. But I also have like the firm belief that where we are meant to be in life makes the door wide open, and it's up to us to walk through it. And I'm letting you know, I had multiple interviews. I had 2 airline offers. I stopped the process for a different airline. So I had options, and this is the one where it felt like the door was wide open and welcoming and aligned with what I'm wanting when I work for a company. And so I'm excited. I'm nervous. I'm excited. Let me tell you, base assignments got me nervous. And why are Navy nylons so hard to source? Why? But either way, we are going to give it our all. Yeah, so if you are here and you were a follower when I did flight attendant YouTube, I'm not sure that I'll do any other like flight attendant type stuff, but outside of like these sit down and talk videos, I really just don't want it to be my brand. I just want it to be a part of who I am, not who I am. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. I haven't decided if I'm going to vlog anything from training or if I will do like a video diary style. I am journaling absolutely everything in this process. I haven't been able to get my hands on like a physical journal yet, but there is such an excitement that comes from hope and faith. And that is what I will leave you guys on with this video, is that I'm leaning into the world with faith, hope, and kindness.
And I hope that you guys do too.